and welcome back to another CSS battle. This one is battle number 58 called Rose, and it looks amazing but also really difficult. I am not going to do anything too fancy, I don't think, for this one. I'm probably, let's just zoom in slightly and get a closer look at it. Probably just going to build it up like bit by bit. Each element will be a div or something like that. I'm most likely going to go through a class-based approach, so everything with the blue background will have a class of your blue or whatever, and I'll just use that to color it. So that will keep things a little bit dry, but there's probably some duplication that will happen. I will also probably just use position absolute on top left, try and just position it on the screen as it is. So there's going to be quite a bit of trial and error, let's say, to make things fit perfectly. This is quite interesting. So it looks like it's got a border, but if I add a border on, I think I'll lose this. So it might be a box shadow, in fact. That'll be interesting. And this looks like an interesting, I don't think this is quite a circle. It's kind of like, I think it's an oblong. Oblong, is that the right word? Yeah, I think oblong's the right word. An enlarged circle, you know, stretched. That's what I think it is, because I think this should be like turning back in here if it was like halfway, but it doesn't look like it. But we'll see. So yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a lot of trial and error. Let's make some classes. So as I said, I'm probably actually also going to have to use index. Yeah, index is going to be an interesting one. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of repeated code. Probably not a great scorer. Let's try it. So this one's going to have a background of blue. Let's give it a class of C, because that's going to be circle. So there's two circles, so I can just do like C and have a border radius there. And I'm just going to call this like E1 or element 1, for example. And let's just get rid of this. So background, so I've got background blue. This will be element 2. I could write 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, great. This one, these two will be yellow. One's a circle, so I can leave that. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of that circle one. I don't know if it is a circle, and they don't need it either. So yeah, that's decent. Let's just target, let's target everything and do position absolute. Absolute. I always spell absolute wrong. I don't know why. Give the body a background of this blacky gray thing. What else? So yeah, B is going to be a class. Yellow is a class. I've got, why is one a capital? Have I put caps lock on? Nope. Yellow, and I've got circle, so border radius 50%. Background, that is blue. Background as yellow. Nice. Okay, so yeah, start with, what did I call it? E1. Let's do a height of 30 pixels, width of 30 pixels. Top, just do 30 pixels, and left. How big is this again? 150 pixels. What does that look like? Okay, that's miles off. As I said, trial and error. 37, yeah. 60. 80 is going to be too much. Yeah, so it's going to be high 70s. 77 it is. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Let's try the box shadow. Box shadow, border radius. We'll do box shadow. Is this going to work how I think it is? 0, 0, 0. I think it's 10 pixels. I'm going to put red just to try box shadow. Yeah, I think that's going to work how I want it to work. Yeah, right. That's the first one done pretty smoothly, I would say. Slight difference, but yeah, I can live with that. What is it, E2 next? So this one, I'm just gonna, I should have just copied and pasted. Obviously height and everything's gonna be different. So let's move this down to, let's just say 50 50 for now. Get rid of the diff. Height. Let's move this down more. 70. This is where I think I need Z index, because I haven't structured it very well. So put this as 10. And if I move this back up to 50, yeah, it overlaps. Great, that's what I wanted. Width, give it 100. Oh, that's close actually. 40. Oh, whoops, 41, yeah. So this is going to be some weird border radius. Try 10 pixels, 10 pixels, so that'll be the top. How wide is it? 100 pixels? 100 pixels? I mean, it's not too bad, is it? I think I need the box shadow on this one as well. What do I call it? BS. Why is this not working? Let's just keep playing around. It's better. It's better. Yeah, I can live with that. I can live with it. Great. So that's 2 down. Element 3. I don't know why I don't keep just copy and pasting. Right, let's copy and paste. Delete that. Alrighty. Element 3. Obviously the top is going to be a bit more. Get rid of the diff there. And do I need a Z index again? I really did this badly, didn't I? There we go. So the width is more. Let's say 130, and then move this down to 22. Ooh. I need a bit more. Ah, sweet. Is that right? That can't be right. Really? I just needed to increase the width. So I think element 4 is the weird one. Again, let's just copy and paste. Element 4. So I think this is like stretch circle. So what does that mean? The height's going to be bigger than the width. And let's give it a Z index. Z index of, what do I want to give it of? 3, maybe? Not that that's helped anything at all. The width needs to be a lot lower, doesn't it? Get rid of this border radius. And let's center it properly. So yeah, it definitely needs to be wider. I think it is 100. Maybe not. What did I have it as? 60. 80's not enough. Let's put it as 100. I think that will do. Maybe not, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's try border. Have I got circle? Which element is this for? So if I do add C, not quite how I wanted it, is it? I move the top down, going back to the top. Right. Okay, that's actually not too bad. So the circle matches up. I just need to do something about this color. Box shadow again. Oops. Ah, nice, nice. That's looking good. I do quite like doing class-based CSS. I'm getting so used to using Bootstrap right now, it's insane. So I've got the class of color yellow already. So I just need E5, which I think I could probably do something like this. E5, but obviously increase the top to 150, 40. Man, I cannot type. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so the size is off. Increase it to 40 pixels. Yeah, and then the left can 72, 3, 32, isn't it? And the top is less than that. Spot on. Z-index, put this down as a negative, or at least like below this one. Looks good. And then finally, oh, this is working like a dream, isn't it? 6. So I can leave the index the same because they're going to be there. Height is obviously a lot bigger. 80. Width is smaller. Increase the top and the left. How's that looking? Can I increase the top a little bit more? Yes. Yes. Come on. Border radius. It's not going to be a lot. 10 pixels. I can do that. I'm happy with that. You can probably tell on the screen there's a small like outline of everything, but I'm quite happy. Let's try that. Let's remove some white space. 618. So it did match 100%. There's just a lot of characters which I kind of thought there would be. I think it's using position absolute doesn't really help, because then you've got to do like top and left quite a lot. So it's a lot of repeated characters there. What else? Z-index. Yeah, if I reorganize this, I might not have the need for a Z-index, because it will read downwards. I wonder if I do that. Let's try it. Come on. Let's do a round. If I get rid of the Z-index, then what happens? Nah, it's gone a bit weird, hasn't it? How's it? Oh, it might work, you know. Yeah, okay, so rearranging from, top to bottom, I have now removed the Z-index, so that's saved some code. Border radius, there's duplicated border radius here. So is that going to save me any? So if I do E2, and what was it, E3? So if I cut this border radius, will that save me some code? I don't. Probably has saved me a little bit. Get rid of the ending semicolons, they're not needed here. No, I don't think there's anything else I can really reduce down. I can get rid of this closing style tag. I'm not a fan of doing that, but it does work. Ah, it's gone down. What? How is it no longer a match? That is super bizarre. That does not make any sense to me. Why is it no longer a match? But I'm going to leave it like that because I'm quite happy. It doesn't actually look too bad. Probably better to have actual names for my classes, like BG Yellow, BGB, or something like that. Circle elements aren't a great name, but that will work. Yeah, overall I'm quite happy. It looks quite clean as well, the CSS here. Maybe a little bit of organization, but otherwise decent. Yeah, quite happy with this. Turns out pretty nicely. There's probably fancier ways of doing it. Like I say, it might be a nice way to try it with display flex or something like that, so I don't need to do top and bottom and it will all be centered. That is the end of this challenge. Let me know what you thought. Do you think there's a better way of doing it? If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button down below, and if you'd like to see more, then please subscribe. Hope you all have a nice day, and I'll catch you later.